we're gonna be installing the irrigation.
Finally.
Oh, finally. I mean, it's taken us quite much to get here because at first we thought we'd install the irrigation in our hoop house, but then we don't have a hoop house anymore. So we had to kind of think a little bit, brainstorm a little bit, and then now we're ready.
Yeah. Here's the sledgehammer I was looking for.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So guys, truth be told, we have a hose coming out right here, but we have no clue exactly where it is because that work was done about 1 year ago. Let's try to find the hose. I think it goes like that because if I remember well, I kind of went a little bit like this.
Yeah. So it's somewhere.
Dry out in the sun. For you, follow the deep dark ocean down.
Oh, got it.
You got it.
Yes.
For you, I'd build the biggest kite and spend all of my time giggling, daydreaming.
Come on, little worm. What did you got there? So we're gonna take this little thing here. It's quite simple actually. Just 2 halves, and you put an O-ring in the side where you're gonna draw water. And what you basically do, you just clamp it around the hose like that. With 2 screws, nuts and bolts, and then you get it tight. You just need to drill a hole through there. And you have it. And then you have a connection to the water.
Perfect.
To the water.
Awesome.
Don't do the same mistake we did the first time. We put a T-junction, cut the pipe, put the T-junction, and it's not great. These things are better.
My heart covers every degree, but there's no guarantee. In the we just have to wait and see.
You've got some horsehair there, which we know is actually hemp.
Yeah.
Thanks to one of you guys. And you're just going to be threading it around the fitting, right?
Yeah. They say, according to some instructions, you shouldn't use horsehair with plastic products, but I don't know why. Just because they're gonna sell more Teflon tape, I guess.
And from your experience, pretty much every time that we use Teflon tape,
It leaks.
it leaks. So,
Every time.
yeah, pretty much.
At least with horsehair, it's a 50-50.
So then we opted for like garden hose for this. Can you tell our subscribers why that is?
It's cheap. And we noticed that during winter when it freezes, if you have a quality garden hose with the, I don't know, reinforced meshing inside, it can take the freezing and thawing, freezing and thawing without cracking or without the fittings going crack. So therefore we're going with garden hose again. It worked well. It was the only, when we had the big freeze, it was the garden hoses were the only one that didn't leak after, actually. I saw
That?
there's an attachment to the chainsaw that is trenching.
Really?
Put like on a sword on it, and then just and then it trenches as far as your chainsaw is had the blade.
What?
Yeah, maybe we should talk to Sergio.
We have to talk to Sergio about this.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Dismantling it, I see.
Yeah.
Bringing it closer, how cool. So basically the middle white bit is moving just so that it guides the hose on the roll itself. It's so good.
Yeah, it doesn't clump in one spot.
Exactly.
Which is always the problem with
Any hoses.
or extension cords for that matter.
Yeah. And Ray is officially bigger than his mom now. That's his mom behind. He surpasses her from the back by about this much. And our vet came last week and he was like, damn, you've got a nice specimen of Candegado Tras-Montano. He was really impressed. According to our vet, El Roy has some really good penis muscle, so it makes him a stud. And he's also going to be really big for the breed. He's expecting him to be around 80 kilos. That is a big dog. It's more than what Dan weighs these days. So guys, this is the garden computer that we got. It's pretty neat because there's two outputs, so we can regulate the frequency at which we're going to be watering our gardens, or two gardens really. With the first wheel, this one right there and this one right there, pretty much what it does is regulate the frequency at which you want to water your garden. So whether it's every hour or every 72 hours, you can regulate this with this wheel now, there. The other wheel, what it does, it kind of regulates the flow. So the amount of minutes that you're going to be irrigating your garden. So it goes from 1 minute to 120 minutes. So that's a great purchase, we think, but let's test it. Right, Dan?
Yeah,
We love it.
I think it's great.
In principle, it works great. Now, let's see how it is in practice, right?
That's always
Always a challenge. You're frisbee. It really does. Guys, look at this. This is an experiment that we've done. It's a peanut growing. How cool. How cool. It does not leak.
For now.
For now.
So, yesterday we buried a hose for the irrigation to the garden. But then we just realized we probably need a way to turn it off, the water to the garden, so we can drain it in the winter when the freezes come. Basically, because here we have the main going, and we have a T-junction going there to the garden. So what we're gonna do is just put a valve on the garden side so we can turn it off and drain the system in the winter to make sure that the lines and the hoses and the connectings and connectors and stuff doesn't freeze. We need to dig it up again. We're gonna dig it up again, people poo. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dig it up. Salut, TV.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak. But I know you're stronger than what you think. And I know it's hard.
The option we have is either a plastic one. This is all fittings that they had from before. So the option we have is a plastic one or a brass one. I think I'm gonna go with the brass one, just because I think if this gets frozen, it had a potential to pop out. But let's see. I'm gonna do the the brass one for sure to start with. See what happens.
Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death.
Now we'll turn on the water and it's not gonna leak. Bang.
You say you're afraid.
Be fine.
I wish you could see.
To make it a bit more convenient, we're gonna add this.
I think you're
This is an old service hatch type of thing that we got from a Renault house in Spain. However, we got one too many, so we're gonna use it here instead. Something like that. So you can easier access your on and off valve for the garden.
We'll fix these mistakes. Wherever you're going, I'm going to. I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and
And I'm thinking this is gonna be frost-proof, hopefully, or the falling frost at least.
I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the
My first iris
mountain,
is just
we'll
blue.
climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death.
Our artichoke's doing amazing.
With you through life and to death.
Well then that's it. The irrigation is installed in the garden.
Yeah, the whole, shall we call it the new garden?
The new garden, yes. It's gonna make our life so much easier in times of drought, right?
For sure, just turn it on and off.
Well, this is gonna be it for us for this week then.
Yeah,
Thank you so very much for watching. See you
See
guys
ya.
next week.
bye.
Ciao, ciao.